Imagine being told that everything you thought you knew about ultra-processed foods was wrong. For years, we've been led to believe that these foods are inherently bad for us. But what if that's not entirely true? New research from Swinburne is challenging this long-held notion, and the findings are nothing short of surprising. According to a study published in the Proceedings of the Nutrition Society, not all ultra-processed foods are created equal. While it's true that snacks and soft drinks have consistently been linked to poor health outcomes, other ultra-processed products like whole-grain fortified cereals and certain dairy products may actually have neutral or even beneficial effects on our health. But here's where it gets interesting. The study's author, Associate Professor Jimmy Louie, says that the question of whether ultra-processed foods are bad for us requires a more nuanced answer than a simple yes or no. In fact, he argues that some ultra-processed foods can offer real nutritional value and fit comfortably into a healthy diet. So, what's behind this shift in thinking? It all comes down to context. The health implications of food depend on the context of their consumption within overall dietary patterns. For example, ultra-processed products can provide cost-effective sources of essential nutrients for economically disadvantaged populations, and they can also help reduce food waste through extended shelf life capabilities. As Associate Professor Louie points out, not everyone can afford to live on only minimally processed foods. Nutritionally sound processed foods can be a healthy, practical choice. The study reviewed the NOVA system, which categorizes foods into 4 groups based on their level of processing. However, this system has been criticized for its oversimplification of the issue. Associate Professor Louie is calling for a new system that takes into account both processing and nutrition, so people can get clearer, fairer guidance on what to eat. And this is the part most people miss. The current classification system fails to capture important distinctions in nutritional quality, processing methods, and health implications. People deserve better advice, and the evidence suggests that we can be smarter about which processed foods we avoid and which we keep. But here's the controversy. Some experts argue that any level of processing is inherently bad, while others claim that it's the nutritional content that matters most. So we have to ask, are we being too hard on ultra-processed foods? Should we be focusing on the bigger picture of overall dietary patterns rather than singling out specific types of food? A debate is far from over, and we want to hear from you. Do you think ultra-processed foods have a place in a healthy diet, or are they inherently bad for us? Let us know in the comments. As we continue to navigate the complex world of nutrition, one thing is clear. The truth is more complicated than we thought, and it's time to rethink our assumptions about ultra-processed foods.